What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 86 of the Idiotic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Liam Gavin, coming to you live from my dining room. And I just want to give you all my Week 11 picks around the NFL. Last week, I went 5-8-1 in Week 10. A horrible week for me. Terrible week. It was the worst week I've had this season. So I'm trying to bounce back this week, get back in the winning column. Now my total on the season is 86, 62, and 1. So I'm trying to just do good this week. So let's get into it. We have the Thursday night game, the Patriots taking on the Falcons. We have a Patriots team who's playing red-hot football right now. They have won 4 straight games, and they're just looking really good. Their defense is coming to life. Their running game has looked really good. Mac Jones, arguably, definitely is the best rookie QB of his draft class so far. And they're facing a Falcons team that, they struggle. They don't have their main wide receiver. Their defense isn't good at all. They don't really have a run game. So I'm going to be taking the Patriots here, and I'm going to take them by the score of 30-14. Next is the Sunday games. We have the Ravens taking on the Bears. Now, the Ravens took a tough loss to the Dolphins last week. The Bears are coming off a bye week, so they're feeling rested. And the Bears could put the same formula that the Dolphins used, which was blitz heavy, and make Lamar Jackson uncomfortable. Because the Bears are capable of doing that. They have a pretty solid defense, but I just don't see the Ravens getting burned twice. That same style, I think they'll make the adjustments, and Lamar is going to have a good game. So I do like the Ravens to win here, 25-17. Next is the Packers taking on the Vikings. Now, these teams usually split one apiece on the season. The Vikings lose a lot of close games. The Packers win a lot of close games. I mean, they're a good team. They're 8-2, but the Vikings they are at home, and I don't know who to pick really. I think I'm gonna go with the Packers here, but would it surprise me if the Vikings won? No, it would not. They're a tough team. They play all their opponents tough, but I am gonna take the Packers on this one. I'm gonna go Packers to win 30-23. Next is the Colts taking on the Bills. So the Colts have been playing good football. They've won their last 4 out of 5 games. They've been running the ball really well with Jonathan Taylor. And Carson Wentz has been playing good too. He hasn't been turning the ball over. But they're playing a tough Buffalo team that has a great offense and a really tough defense that is good against the run. So this is going to be a big test for Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense this week. I know the Bills have, they're a weird team. They lose to a bad team like Jacksonville and they blow out other teams. But I don't see a blowout or anything happening. I actually see the Bills just winning this one in a really close game. So give me the Bills to win 27-24. Next is the Lions taking on the Browns. So the Lions are still looking for their first win of the season. Meanwhile, the Browns have been up and down. They don't have their starting running backs. They don't have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield. So they've been injured. They just had a lot of injuries and drama this year with Odell Beckham and all that stuff. So could this be a game that the Lions win? Yes, I think they could win, but I just don't see them winning this game. I do see the Browns are playing back at home. I do see the defense of the Browns causing a couple turnovers, giving the ball to Baker, and Baker being able to make the right decisions this game because he hasn't been that great this season, but this is a game where I could see him bouncing back. So give me the Browns to win here 31-16. Next is the Washington football team taking on the Carolina Panthers. So Washington's coach, Ron Rivera, will be coaching against his old team, the Carolina Panthers, who the Panthers just got back Cam Newton. And we saw Cam play a couple plays on Sunday against the Cardinals. He had a rushing and passing touchdown. And just like he changed the whole culture of Carolina because I see video clips of practice. He's having fun with his receivers. They're having a good time. Like, you could tell his receivers are happy, especially Robbie Anderson. He caught a touchdown pass. Robbie Anderson was really struggling this season, especially with Darnold. They just weren't on the same page. They had great chemistry in New York on the Jets, but now it's just different on the Panthers. But Darnold's benched. In comes Cam Newton, and I just think the Panthers are going to be feeling great about that. And I think they're going to ride I don't know what word I'm looking for. I guess the high of Cam Newton. They're going to ride the energy of Cam. And for those reasons, I'm going to pick the Panthers here to win 26-16. Next is the Titans taking on the Texans. So I'm sorry, Texans going to take on the Titans. So the Texans are coming off a bye week. They haven't looked good at all this season. They haven't won a game since week 1. They could possibly pull an upset up against the Titans, but I really don't see it because the Titans are on a 6-game win streak. They're playing at home. Their defense is looking really good. So yeah, I really don't see the Texans winning this game. So give me the Titans here. I like the Titans to win 33-7. Next is the 49ers taking on the Jaguars. So the 49ers, they played a huge game on Monday and got a huge win over the Rams, division rival, which they blew out. And they're taking on a Jaguars team that, isn't that great. But I will say the Jaguars defense has been playing better as the weeks go by. Could the Jaguars win? Yeah, they definitely could. And I just see their path of victory being if they could get turnovers off Jimmy G early and force that Niners defense to try to win them the game. But honestly, I do see the Niners being able to run the ball really well. Now that Kittle's back in the lineup too, they're going to use him a lot. So for those reasons, give me the Niners to win here 23-13. Next is the Dolphins taking on the Jets. So this is a divisional rival game. We don't know really what to expect. I know the Dolphins, they've won 2 straight. They've been playing good. They got a big win over the Ravens last Thursday. And their defense has been playing really good football lately. They've been causing turnovers. And they've just been getting after the quarterback. And I know Joe Flacco is going to be starting for the Jets this week. I don't know how he'll do. He is a veteran quarterback. He is a Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl MVP. So you can't discredit him for that. But he hasn't played in a while, so I really don't see him going out there and just beating this team. But you never know because it's a Dolphins and Jets game. Anything could happen. But give me the Dolphins to win here, 24-20. Next is the Saints taking on the Eagles. So the Saints, they're down their quarterback. Alvin Kamara was just out. But if they could get Alvin Kamara back on Sunday, that's huge because I don't see the Eagles defense really being able to stop Alvin Kamara. I mean, even if Mark Ingram has to start again, I really don't see the Eagles defense, really shutting down the run. That's something that they've struggled to do this season. The Eagles have looked better at times this year. They are starting to run the ball well with their running back core, but I just don't know if it's enough to beat the Saints. I do think this game will be pretty close, so give me the Saints to win here, 27-21. Next is the Bengals taking on the Raiders. So these are 2 teams that started off at 5-2 at one point, and now they're 5-4. They seem to be trending downward. Both teams still could make the playoffs, no doubt, but this is going to be an interesting game. You have the Bengals coming off a bye week, and you have the Raiders. They're coming off of 2 straight losses. Someone's got to win here. It's going to be tough for me to pick someone. I think I'm going to go with the Raiders, though, 36-31. I can see this being a shootout type of game for sure. Next is the Cowboys taking on the Chiefs. Now, this is going to be a tough game for the Cowboys because the Chiefs are playing some of their best football right now. They've won 3 straight, and they're looking good. And the game's going to be in Kansas City. It's going to be at Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be loud there. It's going to be cold. So I expect the Cowboys to run the ball a lot. Use Zeke. Use Tony Pollard. And, if they have to pass, they could pass because the Chiefs' defense isn't that good. However, Pat Mahomes, he's starting to play his best football now. It seems like he's getting more comfortable as the games go on this season. So it's going to be dangerous for the Cowboys' defense. But I think if the Cowboys' defense could get after him, hit him a couple times, sack him, maybe cause a turnover, it could go in their favor. So, I've never picked against the Cowboys, and I never will. So give me the Cowboys to win here, 27-23. Next is the Cardinals taking on the Seahawks. Now, whenever these 2 teams meet, it's just awesome. I feel like there's always an overtime game or there's always some crazy game between them. And I could maybe see that happening this week, too. I don't really know who's going to be starting quarterback for the Cardinals. I don't know if it's Kyler Murray. I don't know if it's going to be Colt McCoy. If it's Colt McCoy, I think the Seahawks have a good chance to win. If it's Kyler Murray, I think the Cardinals are going to get the win. So I really don't know who to pick, but gun to my head, I guess give me the Cardinals to win by the score of 28-23. Next is the Steelers taking on the Chargers. So the Steelers just tied with the Lions. I know they didn't have Ben Roethlisberger, and the Chargers, they've lost 2 out of their last 3 games after coming off of a bye week. They're looking a little shaky, but But I think this is a game that they could bounce back against. The Steelers' front seven is pretty hurt. I know TJ Watt's still there and he's a beast, but I think they could take advantage of that. And I think they could try to run the ball with Eckler, and if they can't, then throw to your main guys, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. However, if the Steelers' defense does show up and they get to Justin Herbert a couple times, they could definitely win. So this is definitely a good Sunday night game. But I'm going to favor the Chargers here. So I'm going to take the Chargers to win this one, 31-24. Next is the Monday Night Football game, the last game, the Giants taking on the Buccaneers. So everyone knows that Tom Brady struggles against the Giants. He's lost 2 Super Bowls to him, and every time he plays them, it's just a close game. So I'm kind of expecting another close game here. I expect the Giants to frustrate him early, try to hit him, try to cause some turnovers. But eventually, I see Tom Brady catching fire as the game goes on and doing what he does best. He took a tough loss to Washington last week after a bye week, which he's really good off coming back of a bye week. So I just don't see him losing back-to-back games. I do see it being a close one, though. But I don't know how close. I don't know if it's going to be high scoring or not. I don't think so. But you know what? Give me the Bucs to win here, 23-20. And as for the bye weeks, the only 2 teams that are on a bye week this week are the Rams and the Broncos. So that's it. Those are my Week 11 picks. Let me know who you agree with, who you disagree with, your underdogs, your locks. Let me know all that good stuff. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to follow me on my Instagram. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.